The world needed a safer trampoline. Dr. Keith Alexander, inventor of the spring-free trampoline, wanted to bring the joy of trampolining to his daughter. His wife said they were too dangerous, so he invented his own. Spring-free trampoline is the world's safest trampoline, with no springs or hard edges. Now, parents can have peace of mind that their kids are outside jumping safely. To learn more, visit springfreetrampoline.com.
New on Curiosity Stream. Are we close to building machines that are almost human? And can new technology give us superpowers? Find out on Super Sapiens. And in 1919, a British composer wrote the longest and most complex symphony in history. Conductors tried to perform it, but failed, declaring it cursed. Now a group of musicians will attempt the impossible, if they dare, on Curse of the Gothic Symphony. Watch now on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit curiositystream.com.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle, teaming up with Mary's Place, doing Kicks for Kids again this year because we want these kids to get the sneakers that they want just in time to go back to school. And these are kids that don't have, their families just don't have a lot of money. So if we don't help them, they don't get new sneakers.
And last year we started this and we had I thought it was a pretty high goal of $15,000. And our Rockaholic stepped up so huge and crushed that goal. Ended up more than doubling it with like $36,000 raised, making sure every kid that's involved with Mary's Place was able to get a brand new set of sneakers, which was pretty sweet. So this time around, we decided to go even crazier. And we're trying to raise $40,000, and hopefully, thanks to the Rockaholics, we'll be able to accomplish that. Even if we get close to it, that'd be a massive success. And on Friday, it's Kicks for Kids Day, sorry.
That's it.
And we're just trying to find ridiculous things that we could do in exchange for a high dollar amount. So like last year, I think if we raised like $5,000 in the morning, BJ sang Dominic the Donkey. I gave myself a toilet bowl swirly. Danny ate a bunch of hot stuff. I can't remember. Rev shaved his beard.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. So we've done
do it again.
Pretty ridiculous stuff to raise some money. So we're hoping we're going to do that again, but we need your suggestions. So send us an email, a text message, a Facebook message, whatever it is, on ridiculous things that we could do to help raise money for Kicks for Kids.
Yeah, man. Every dollar counts. Go to KISW.com to donate today.
Let's play B-Migs. It's time to play the game. Yeah! So everybody scream his name. B-Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa! B-Migs, you're a loser.
It is time to beat Migs, and it's time to pump it up from under. Pump it up.
Pump
Yeah, get all pumped up. Hopefully you had a fun weekend, and you can just have those memories to get you through the rest of the week. All right. I mean, that's about all I got. Let's get to our contestant. We've got Casey in Puyallup. Casey, are you there?
Yes, sir. Pump it up, pump it up.
Pump it up!
Nice. Turtles!
Whoa! Wow, very excited there. All right, Steve, get out of here. For those playing at home, Casey will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Casey, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Nice. During which inning is Take Me Out to the Ball Game traditionally sung?
7th inning.
Yes. What is the last movie that James Cameron directed?
Pass.
What year did Kobe Bryant retire?
2016.
No.
17.
No.
15.
No. What did you? Did you say 15 twice?
No.
Oh. In American Psycho, which band does Patrick Bateman obsess over?
Killers.
No.
Pass on that one.
Steve Carell voiced the character Gru in what movie franchise?
Despicable Me.
Yes. What type of animal is Napoleon in George Orwell's novel Animal Farm?
Cat.
No.
Dog.
No.
Lorlax.
No. Which actor is known as the Fonz?
Jack. Ben Affleck.
No. Oh, no.
Man.
Well,
Terrible.
Yeah, Casey, tell me the guesses you said for the year Kobe Bryant retired again.
15, 16, 17.
Okay, you did say 16. That is one of those, so I will give that one to you there. I thought you said 15 twice, and that was
Helped out a little
confusing. Yeah, helped out a little bit. You got 3 correct.
much.
So
All right.
it's not the worst score in the world.
No deuce dropping.
No deuce. You avoided the deuce, so good job on that. Don't want to drop a deuce on a Monday. And
Yeah, but still, I feel like it's going to be a tough one for Casey.
Oh yeah. I don't think you really have a chance, but I mean, you got to give you got to maintain the integrity of this game.
Wow.
And
I was kind about it, but you're like, you know what? Go for the throat.
you got to tell it like it is sometimes.
Oh, really? All right.
Oh yeah, that's what a great host does. Steve, are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
During which inning is "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" traditionally sung?
The ball. 7th inning.
Yes. What is the last movie that James Cameron directed?
Is it... What the hell is it? The Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
No.
What the hell? Avatar.
Yes.
Avatar.
What year did Kobe Bryant retire?
2015?
No.
2016.
Yes. In American Psycho, which band does Patrick Bateman obsess over?
American Psycho movies. Metallica.
No.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
No.
Prince.
No. Steve Carell voiced the character Gru in what movie
Oh,
franchise?
good movie. Despicable Me.
Oh, crap. You watched that one.
I love that movie.
What type of animal is Napoleon in George Orwell's novel Animal Farm?
Pig.
Yes. What actor is known as the Fonz?
Henry Winkler.
Yes. Which country won the first Women's World Cup?
America.
Yes.
Yes.
Lake Tahoe is located in which 2 states?
Utah and Nevada.
No.
Utah and California.
No.
Nevada and California.
Yes. What sign are you if you were born on Labor Day?
You're a Pisces.
No. Steve, you win 8-3.
Yes.
Good job.
Sorry about that, Casey.
It's all good. I got rolled.
It's all good. I got rolled.
Try again someday, Casey.
Is that true?
He's better than everyone right now today. Damn straight. Maybe I'm just a bigger fan of American Psycho than anyone
Yeah,
else.
you are. You are very much a way too big fan.
2
of this.
questions in one morning.
Yeah, I think it's like Christian Bale's birthday, or maybe
Gotcha.
something about American
All right.
Psycho.
Oh, and he doesn't do any other movies? Really? You're just going to psycho out for Christian Bale?
Well,
All right.
I wasn't going to go with a deeper cut, and I do like American Psycho a lot. I read the book and watched the movie.
So that is what it is. This is
yeah.
your favorite. Okay.
Does anybody happen to know the band that he obsesses over?
Well, because
No,
we're not psychos that are American style like you.
well, that's not very nice.
Fat Boy Slim.
No, but it's actually a band that I really enjoy from the 80s. Huey Lewis and the News.
Oh,
Okay.
Drug.
Yeah, that's one of the songs, yes.
Good job, Steve.
It's kind of like that.
Might as well face. No, that's not him.
You're Addicted to Love yet? No, that's Robert Palmer.
Robert Palmer.
Yeah, dang it. Yeah. It's
Wow.
The Power of Love is the...
That's the one. Thank you.
Dang it. What sign are you if you were born on Labor Day? I think 2 people in this room might know that one.
Virgo?
Yeah, you tell him, Vicky.
Yep.
Virgo.
It's Virgo. It's Virgo. So congratulations, Steve, on your win.
Thank you.
Nice going, Steve.
Champion.
So Quentin Tarantino, if you didn't, we recently talked about how he basically never has given his mother anything from his success. And he said, because when he was a kid, she shot down all of his Hollywood dreams. If you missed it, here's the audio of him talking about why mom is cut off.
My mom was always had a hard time about my scholastic non-abilities. And in the middle of her little tirade, she said, by the way, this little writing career that you're doing, that is over. And when she said that to me, and I go, okay, lady, when I become a successful writer, you will never see penny one from my success. There'll be no house for you, no vacation for you, no Elvis Cadillac for mommy. You get nothing because you said that.
Did you stick to that?
Yeah.
That's the best part. He's like, yeah, totally. I'm rich as F. I don't care.
Yeah. Now, she was talked to, somebody caught up with her and said, okay, this is what your son Quentin said. And she said, quote, I support him. I'm proud of him and I love him and his growing new family. It gave me great joy to dance at his wedding and receive his news upon the birth of my grandson, Leo.
Oh, at least he invited her to the wedding.
Yeah, there he did do that. And she said, look, I don't want to participate in this salacious transactional media frenzy. Well, you can see where he really gets his writing skills from. That's a pretty highfalutin fancy statement right there.
I like that. She was like shooting it down. She's like, look, don't try and create drama between my son and I. There is none.
But she said it very creatively. But you're right. Yeah. That's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
Translated, you're not going to create any S between me and my kid.
Right. I love him. He doesn't give me any money, but I still love him.
You know, though, it would have been nice for her to comment on what she said and maybe be apologetic, because that's really what he needs to hear, you know, from a sort of behavioral science standpoint. You know what? No kid wants their parent to say you're a loser for what you like.
What if she still thinks it, though? What if she's like, when are you going to get a real job? I don't care how much money you've made. This isn't real.
You're right, dude. There are parents that are like that. You hear stories from very, very successful actors, especially, you know, and they'll go, yeah, they wanted me to be a doctor. They still hate me, even though I make skillions. They still think I'm an idiot.
I think about sometimes how much would I hook up my family if, you know, I encountered a lot of money.
Oh, I heard that wrong. Oh, you said hook up your family.
No, don't click on those thumbnail speeches.
Jeez, I was going to say, wow, Steve. I mean,
you might want to get your hearing aids checked.
Well, Steve hits the lottery and hooks up with his family. Okay.
Like I was just everyone's like, oh, if you win the lottery. I mean, obviously, if you win like a ridiculous amount of money, you want to make sure everyone in your family and your friends are probably taken care of. But I'm
your coworkers. Don't forget your coworkers.
Oh, my friends and my family are taken care of. Yes. But I was like, the first thing I know for a fact I would do if I had the money, and I would pay off everybody's house, like of my families. Like my brother, cool. I obviously don't have a huge family. It's just my parents and my brother, and also my in-laws and things like that. But I would want to make sure of that, because it's like, at least then you have no mortgage payments anymore. So even if I can't give you more than that, you don't have to worry about paying a mortgage ever again.
Which is that's like one of the highest bills you have in your life.
Wouldn't that be amazing if someone just said, hey, taking that mortgage off of your hands?
Not only that, Steve, you have saved them a tremendous amount of interest. That's the other thing you've done. It's one of the smartest things anybody could do for anybody is pay off somebody's mortgage, because the money savings is amazing. Oh, as well as the kindness, of course.
And of course, I get a key, and I have access to your house whenever I want it. Or need it.
Well, there we go. That's
they keep the fridge stocked, so you can come over and hang out
wherever I end up. You're like my Airbnb for free.
You.
Fair enough.
You know what? Never mind.
Airbnb and Steve.
Yeah, keep your lottery money, Airbnb and Steve.
All right, what do you guys? You got any kind of Quentin Tarantino money? What are you doing for your family?
I would set up trusts for my nieces and nephews, so they could have that and not have to worry about anything along those lines. So yeah, it would be something like that. So if they wanted to go to college or do anything or buy a house or something, I would help them out with that.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, that's a nice thing. And I'm sure today I have a lot of nice things popping, but I'm thinking you guys might want to hear what I would have done 10 years ago.
Okay, well, 10 years ago.
Because I think you guys would be much more entertained about what I would do.
You'd pay off your brother to finally tell you his middle name.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. Yeah, Steve, I had this fantasy, maybe 10, maybe 15 years ago. And that is, I would buy the radio station and fire all of the people that I hated in the building one by one. I mean,
what does that have to do with your family and friends?
Oh, I don't think it matters at that point. No, I told you 10 to 15 years ago. Again, if I had the money, this was my fantasy. I mean, I was so upset at certain members of management 10 to 15, 20 years ago that when, I kept dreaming. When I hit the lottery, most people say, when I hit the lottery like you, I'll do nice things. Mine was, when I hit the lottery, I am going to just create a firing room, and I'm going to have an audience, and I'm going to bring all the managers in and go, I own this place. You're fired.
Dude, you would have to do it on the air, and you bring them each in on the air, and they have to plead their case, and then you decide whether or not you keep them.
You know what? Listen, this is a great idea as long as I get to just make them squirm.
And then the joke is that no matter what their case is, you're still firing them.
Oh, exactly, yeah.
They can say,
you're fired.
I have family, I have kids, bills. Yeah. So, sorry, you suck. Fired.
Goodbye.
All right,
All
Danny,
right, so
what are you
like I
doing?
told you, it's a lot more interesting than saying, "Oh yeah, I'll buy something nice for people."
We're going to Disneyland for like a month and a half.
Of course you are.
Yeah, staying at the Disney, or actually the Grand Californian Hotel, and we're just going to order room service every day, and we're going
So
to.
you're getting at least $100 million because otherwise you can't afford this.
Exactly. Yeah. We're talking Quentin Tarantino money. I'm good.
Imagine that if you had enough money to shut down Disney for like a week.
Yeah.
And it's just yours and your friends and family. Like no one else can come.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be insane.
Wow. Yeah,
I think Miley Cyrus
I can't
did
even
that.
imagine that kind of money.
Like how much money do you think? Like they'd have to do the math and be like, well, typically on a Saturday we make X amount of dollars, and you'd be like, well, I'll give you that times, like maybe a little bit more.
Yeah.
Just to make it worth your time. But I want all the employees still have to be here. Everything still goes on like it's supposed to, but it's just closed for the public.
And then you negotiate like, now I'll take the Tuesday day. As it, like, what do you make on a normal Tuesday?
Oh yeah, they never
Not
give you
on
the
a
weekend.
Saturday.
You're never getting Saturday just for close to what they make. There's no way.
What if you double it?
Yeah, I think even doubling they wouldn't take.
Why?
I just
Everybody's
feel like,
got a price, BJ.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, closing the place down on a Saturday and pissing off all the people that could have been there and all. I think it would, like Danny said, I think Tuesday would be the day because I think you'd have to pay ridiculous money to take Disney on Saturday, like oil baron money, somebody over in Dubai kind of money.
Do they ever sell out? Like
yeah.
Where like no more customers can come in?
Yes.
So see, it's just that happens, man. It's a life lesson.
But if you're behind the fence and there's nobody there but Danny and his oil money,
well, you should have been friends with Danny.
Yeah, right.
Good point. That is a very, very
Should have been friends with this random person.
And they have
See that
shut it
guy
down.
right there? He'll let you in if you you name your favorite Green Day song.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
And they have shut it down for like Miley Cyrus before.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, for her birthday. And granted, I think they gave away like passes to go to her birthday. So there was still
was it a weekday? Do you remember?
I don't know.
Yeah, it had to be. I just can't imagine on Saturday, Sunday they shut that place down for anybody.
Somebody says they make about $20 million a day. So if you're telling me if I walk in with $40 million cash and said, here, well, I'll be like, here, boom.
Yeah, that's a lot of money in cash.
That is.
I'm gonna tell you, I think they would go. Wait, you're gonna give an extra? I don't know, Steve. I feel like you got to be toting more. Well, then Miley Cyrus got it. I can't believe she paid more than $40 million.
Well, I didn't say that she did or didn't.
Well, I think she worked for Disney at the time, too.
Yeah,
so at that point,
she was in
she probably didn't make anything. She probably got paid to have her birthday party there.
She got an employee discount.
You're right about that.
Yeah, they ran a special event for 5,000 guests who paid $5,000 per ticket to hear her sing 4 songs for her 16th birthday.
And do they get to stay and ride rides?
Yeah.
It looks like it. Big attractions, Big Thunder Mountain, Pirates of the Caribbean were still open, so they could go to the concert and then
In a minute.
What's
Go do
5,000
all
times
that.
5,000? My brain, is that 250,000 or is that 2.5 million? I can't remember. I can't do.
5,000 times 5,000. Carry the 3.
Yeah. Is it 2.5 million?
25,000.
It is. It's
Wait,
only
no,
25.
25 million, excuse me.
Million.
25
I meant
million.
to say million.
So yeah, and she didn't even pay it. They pay. Oh my God, Steve, you are not getting in there for 20 million.
I didn't say. I said double it. I'm going in with 40 million cash. Boom.
Boom. Down.
Yeah. All right. You know what? 40 million might get you in then. All right, fair enough. All right, you better. Can we come too?
Well, everyone but you right now with your attitude, man.
What are you talking about? I didn't say I'd fire you in my lottery dream. You'd be part of the judge crew.
Fine, you can come in the afternoon.
All right, thanks, man. Thanks. The hottest time of the day. Thanks, Steve. I'll burn. It is time for Listeners on the Loose. This is where you pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. What do you want to talk about? We got your calls. We got your texts. We'll take those at 9:20 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose. Brought to you by Spartan Plumbing. Listeners on the Loose, you pick the topic, you guide the show at 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Whatever it is you want to talk about, remember, Steve does have this rule.
It's a simple rule, BJ. That's to show some energy and bring it. Otherwise, we're going to have to gong you. And then say goodbye.
Goodbye, old friend.
206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Chris in Kent, you are on The Rock.
Hello, folks.
Hi,
Hello.
Chris. Welcome to the show. What you got, buddy?
So last week you were talking about like interesting ways people got dumped, and I kind of dumped the way Vicky had a story last week.
Oh, really?
What, in the throes of passion?
Yeah.
Was her name Victoria?
Yes.
That's a good question.
No, it was not, but I think mine was a little different from hers. I kind of stopped myself because let's just say we were maybe inches, if you will, from going all the way, and that would have been the girl's first time, and I couldn't do that to her if I knew I was going to dump her.
Oh, wow. That's quite a
chivalry is
thought.
not dead.
I wonder how, Chris, I appreciate the call, Chris. I mean, that's kind of cool. At least you could, be in the moment, be aware, and go, this may be something really important to her that she would want to have for the person that I guess she's madly in love with. And
Yeah.
I mean, to be in the throes of passion for a dude to at least go, wait, let me have a second thought here and think of somebody else. I'm wondering if it's that big of a deal anymore that your first time be with, I guess, the one you think you're going to be with the rest of your life. I wonder if it's that big of a deal like it was during my
I
generation.
got to imagine it'll always be a big deal. That's just my guess.
Especially for some people. I mean, especially you have whatever reason, like religion or whatever, it's going to be a big deal forever.
Well, that's the problem, though, is that, look, and this is why I don't think it's realistic. Even if you're religious and really go, yeah, this is how I want to do it. I know a lot of people who are into religion that just go, yeah, I thought that person was the right one, but I was what? I was 18 or I was 22. That's what I mean. You never know who the person is you're going to spend the rest of your life with. So that's why I'm wondering if maybe people give themselves a little bit of a break and go, yeah, I want to care about you. I wished I had more experience. Like my first time it happened to be with my wife, but I really wish I had more experience so I could have been like, because I wanted to be good for her, and I don't think it was because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. That's my take. That if I had to do it all over again, I think I would have just gone and figured out. Let me go to somebody else first and just let's get some tools to the trade.
Hey, someone sent a message. Steve, during Meeker Days, did you happen to wander into Atomic Genius? It's a record store new to Puyallup. I think it opened last week. It's funny that someone just messaged that because then I got a Facebook message from a guy named Patrick that said, wanted to share that my roommate Beth Curtis just opened up a record store in Puyallup. Atomic Genius Records and more. And I guess they have records as well as cool Funko Pops and things. We walked by it and actually I was like, oh, that record store. I didn't remember hearing about that. So we were thinking about going in, but that was like kind of towards the end and we were like on borrowed time with Tatum. So it was I figured, that's not really a good experience to go into a record store with a crying baby. So I
feel that, I think that your wife and Tatum made a good call there.
But I just wanted to get that new Metallica record.
Yeah. So how cool is it that a record shop is opening up?
Yeah, real cool for my wallet, I tell you. I'm going to probably be in there a few times.
I wonder if that's a trend. I mean, Steve, I remember when I moved here, I was so sad when Tower Records closed and then a lot of places
Tower Records
closed.
was the best.
Yeah, but that's what happened. I mean, digital music, CDs, it was just basically killing the vinyl and hard copy record business. But now there's such a renaissance with vinyl that how cool is it that stores are opening?
I love it because up until now I had to go like Tacoma. There's a couple good record stores, High Voltage, and there's another one as well that's like right by there as well. Mm-hmm. And then like sometimes you can find some vinyl like at Target or Walmart even.
Dude, yeah, that's where I found my Tom Petty album. Right. Just at Target, but it was fun. It's fun to go. I think you're talking about Drastic Plastic is the other one there right next to High Voltage as well in Tacoma. Those are two great places.
But yeah, now I got one in Puyallup. What's up, Atomic Genius?
I know, look at you.
And they got Funko Pops. Forget about it, VJ.
Let me tell you about Funko, dude. They are you can put Funko Pops everywhere. That's, I think, probably the reason why they're so successful. Almost every hobby store says, yeah, we got Funko Pops.
Yeah. It gets people coming in because sometimes they have like random rare ones that people go crazy over.
Yeah. So, Funko, great business, man.
Earlier, we were talking about awkward things that have happened in your life, and someone said about 5 years ago, our aunt got super drunk at Thanksgiving and told my brother that he was adopted.
Oh, no.
Up until then, none of us kids knew.
Oh,
it would have been funnier if he wasn't.
Right. And she made a point to say, we haven't seen our aunt since that day, LOL. Yeah, I can't imagine that she's getting invited back to any kind of dinners.
No. And that's, that's a jealousy thing. I got to wonder, I don't know if it was her, getting at her brother
or his sister,
or her sister, or basically getting at her sister-in-law. The jealousy thing is, let me just take a dump in the punch bowl right here. No
matter how drunk you are, how do you think that's something that you should just throw out there?
Oh yeah, you're in a hateful mood when you're doing that. Oh, boy.
How about this one? When I was at Costco's food court with my then 16-month-old son, a random lady came up and said, "Oh, what a cute baby. Is this your grandson?" I replied, "No, this is my son."
Oh, boy.
I was only 40 years old at the time, from Nora in Port Townsend.
Wow. That's a tough one. When you know that a woman is older, and I can understand that mistake, because in my generation, you didn't have a lot of, like when I was growing up, you didn't have a lot of 40-year-old women having babies for the first time. It just started the trend where women said, maybe I will just focus on my career a little bit and have the kids later. That just started a little bit when I was in my 20s. And so those mistakes happened a lot in the 70s and 80s.
There's no losing and going, is that your son? And then they're like, no, oh my goodness, that's my grandson. You know how they'd be like, is this your sister? No, it's my mother. Oh my gosh, it's so flattering.
My gosh, wow. Yeah. You're absolutely right, Steve. I had to have some people pull me aside and teach me that lesson that I should have known. You're right.
Although my favorite thing is when I go somewhere with my mom and my baby brother, and people ask, "Oh, is this your son?" I'm like, "No, this is my brother. That's his mom." And I point at my mom, who's in her 50s, and she's the mother of a 2.5-year-old. And the look on people's faces is hilarious. It used to bother my mom, like when people would say, "Oh, your grandma's here," or is this your grandma? But she gets it now and she's okay with it, and she can proudly say, "Nope, I'm his mom." It's like she likes being able to be like, "I'm his mother, actually."
Yeah, kiss my ass.
Yeah,
right? You shouldn't have to say that. That might be rude, but
she was excited for the adoption process to be finalized, because she's like, the second he's adopted, I'm going to say, "Nope, it's me. I'm the mother."
Yeah. Because Kevin Hart, everyone was giving the Kevin Hart damn whenever they found that out. Well, you're the mother? Damn! And then you go, no, I meant damn. Damn it. I meant that.
I do love when people look at me funny. I'm like, that's my brother. And they're like, wait, what? How old is this chick? Is she 16 or is she like 50? Who knows?
Well, you know what? If it was like
I was exaggerating.
Totally 50.
32.
Totally Vicky, in the old days, though, like in the 50s and 40s, they would always they knew that something was up when the mom they felt too old to be the mom of the kid. And you would say, "Oh, that's my brother." And they go, "Or did you have the kid out of wedlock and you're really the mother?" They used to do that a lot when, having a kid out of wedlock was not a good thing.
Someone just texted, "Hey guys, have you seen that crazy brawl that happened at the Chargers-Rams game?" Yeah. Dude,
what happened there? I missed that.
It was amazing. There was a fight
game
in the stands. So they're at this new stadium, SoFi Stadium, I think that's what it's called, and it's the stadium for both the Rams and the Chargers.
Oh, right.
It's kind of like how it is with the Jets and the Giants. Like they share it.
Yes.
So during the game, these fans start arguing. There's this one guy with Aaron Donald jersey. He's yelling at the guys that are in the row below him, and then they just all start fighting. And it's like 1-on-4 at one point, and then it seems like the one guy, he kind of does like this backhand bitch slap that hits all four, like the Three Stooges. Remember that?
Nice.
Like, boop, 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 kind of across all their faces, and it was like kind of impressive.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. So, but then they all start getting into it, fighting. But then new footage comes out because they're like, this fight is going on, and everyone's like, what the hell started this fight? Like, why are they freaking out? There's footage then from another person's perspective. There's a woman behind the four guys while they're all arguing. They're all beefing on each other. She takes a soda and just throws it at the guy. And so he wasn't looking. His back was turned. So he turns around and does that Three Stooges slap across all their faces. So, and then that woman, you watch her, she just slyly walks away. And then during the footage of the fights, later on, you see her show up with a Gatorade bottle, and she's trying to hit the guy with a Gatorade bottle. I'm like, what's up with this lady, and how many beverages does she have?
You know what?
That is back and buy a new one.
The footage of her,
a very telling tale,
dude. When you watch her throw it, and it's straight out of a sitcom or something like that. You're just like, you got to be kidding me. It's like she just throws the grenade and walks away and watches it explode. Yeah.
Wow,
it's insane, dude.
Oh, man.
The footage is so funny. If you have a chance and it's on Twitter, do yourself a favor and read the comments. Because, you're going to deal with the comments, you're going to deal with a lot of, wannabe alpha male type people, of course, saying whatever they're saying. But every once in a while, there's, some gems. Because people are really focusing on, there's one guy that just seemed to, want to punch the dude in the butt. And there's so many funny comments about this one guy just working the guy's butt, punching it. They're didn't know that was a form of self-defense to punch a man in his ass. But it's pretty entertaining.
Wow.
It's just it's a total poop show.
Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. And how about that? You know what? There you go. And somebody was pulling the strings, and they fell for it.
Well, yeah, I mean, because he wasn't looking, and all of a sudden he got hit in the body with a beverage. And so then he turns around and just starts swinging. And then, he gets a couple good pops in on those guys because he's on the upper row, so he's got the advantage. But once they're able to pull him in, there's the footage. You can see the woman in the background. Yeah. She just grabs a soda and just chucks it at the guy.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, and that starts it.
Wow.
And then she's out.
Yeah. God, I'm glad somebody got that footage. That's fantastic because, and you know what, you can really see her clearly. I know everybody got some jokes out of that, but she should be banned from that place
for life.
Yeah, for life. Oh yeah.
I agree with that. If you're the guys in the fight though, at the end of it, and you see that footage, and you're just like, okay, my bad, guys. Like, thought it was you guys that was throwing the soda. It was obviously that lady. Like,
do you think she had to have been connected with the four dudes?
She had to have been, but at the same time, it's like, let's go get a beer and put this all behind us.
See, that would be good. I mean, because, like you said, Danny, my bad. You can easily see, wow, okay. I could see the other guy's point. He's just like, what the hell happened? And just assumed it was us. And, of course, he could understand, well, of course, we're going to fight you back. He just punched us in the face.
There's one guy, too, that's watching it all unfold. He's just standing there, and he's just laughing and smiling. He looks like he's stoned out of his mind. Like, he's just like, what is going on around me? He has, like, a permagrin the entire time.
Yeah. Yeah. Ah, well, good old slice of America.
Are we glad that we're able to be around people again?
Oh, yeah.
That's part of why I was like kind of done with like going to Seahawks games because our section there was constant fights because I think they were like whoever owned the season tickets around us would scalp them. Yeah. And it was always opposing teams' fans. And it would always lead to some kind of drunken stupidity. And after a while, I'm like, I'd rather just watch this at home. I don't want to watch people fighting all the time.
Yeah, dude, I'm with you 100%. I mean, to be in the middle of that, I'd be like, oh, come on. And then to find out that it was some other rando moron that started it, that would really irritate me. Oh,
it's epic.
Yeah. I've got things.
The guy's just punching his butt. There's one guy. He just He's just punching his butt repeatedly. He just giving.
Well, there's so many people. There's only so many places you can punch, and you want to feel like you're helping. I guess. I don't know, man.
Take your butt. It's gonna get it.
Yeah, that is very weird because the guy is horizontal. It's like, well. Are you massaging him at this point? Are you helping him as a glute work? What are you doing over there?
Yeah, good luck sitting down now, buddy.
Yeah, they showed you. Yeah, hit you in the part of the body that's designed to take a lot of pressure.
On their way home, they're all like, "That was crazy. That fight, we got him good." And you're like, bro, I worked his ass like you wouldn't believe.
Oh, excuse me. By the way, if you're that guy, you're begging YouTube, please take that down. I'm the bunch putter. I don't want to be the butt puncher guy.
Somebody's going to identify him.
Yeah. Butt puncher. Call him BP for short. You pick the topic. You guide the show. It is listeners on the loose. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. More of your calls and more of your texts at 9:35 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs. Mornings on The Rock. 99.9 KISW.
Want to create a lifetime of memories this spring? Do you remember the joy of jumping as a child? If only there was a way your own kids could experience that same joy safely. Spring Free Trampoline has been engineered to eliminate 90% of product-related injuries. The Spring Free design boasts no springs and a flexible enclosure and proudly offers a 10-year warranty. That's peace of mind. Lock in your ultimate backyard safe space before summer arrives. Visit springfreetrampoline.com.
New on Curiosity Stream. With superior armies comes superior weapons. How has innovation mechanized the battlefield? From bullets to battleships and everything in between. It's machinery of warfare. Plus, from the gross to the gourmet. See how that in-flight meal lands on your tray table. On secrets of your airline food. It's all on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit curiositystream.com.
Kickstart summer at Lowe's with Memorial Day savings on major appliances like the Smart Whirlpool Top Load Washer featuring the 2-in-1 removable agitator in a color you'll only find at Lowe's. Take it out for bulky items, leave it in for a more thorough clean. You can customize any load, plus skip steps with the Load and Go dispenser. Simply add detergent once and skip the refills. Memorial Day savings start now at Lowe's. Shop in-store or online today.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu. Certified to operate by Chev.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. It's listeners on the loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
So I want to know, what's the biggest personal project that you have worked on? Me? I just started my bathroom remodel last weekend, and I'm almost done. Just a bit over 300 pieces of tile left to put up.
Wow, that's a lot of work.
300?
Only 300.
Yeah, that's a lot of tile.
They say it's the most expensive room in the house to actually get done, so doing it yourself surely will save you a lot of dough.
Yeah, I'm not good. I always think, I'll do something. I bet I could learn how to do it on YouTube. And I'm like, this is going to take forever, and there's no guarantee it's going to be good, because based on my track record, it's not going to be good. Whenever I try and do any kind of like fixer-upper thing, it ends up just being, it's not that bad, right, babe? I mean, yeah, it's okay. Kind of like thing, you know?
Will it fall? Probably not.
Right, like my home improvement or fixer-upper stuff is putting together something that we got at IKEA or some random store where I have to put it together. That's as far as it goes,
man.
It is. That's what reminds me, like, I do not have the patience to do something that would require multiple days.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I know Vicky's, for us, I think the biggest thing would probably be like painting some rooms. Like, that's about as crazy as it gets. And that was way too time consuming.
I know I've done a few like smaller projects, but the next one I'm gearing up to start within the next few weeks is I'm going to be painting all my cabinets, which apparently after watching a lot of YouTube videos, it's going to be a bitch because you want to do it without any brush marks. And I also don't want to tape everything down to use a sprayer because I hear those get clogged. So I'm going to do it all by hand with a rollie, a little rollie and a brush.
That's going to take forever.
Oh, yeah.
Good luck with that.
And then the sanding and the cleaning and the... Why am I doing this again?
Lots of why am I doing this again?
Yes. But it's going to look nice, I hope.
Wow. I hope. Well, Rev, you're doing like a home studio. You did that, right?
Yeah. I just basically have finished up the home studio, turned my garage into a studio, replaced the door with a wall, with the whole window and everything, recarpeted, painted, got rid of the stupid wallpaper. Wallpaper from the 70s, by the way.
Oh, nice.
No, not at all. I hated removing wallpaper because I didn't figure out how to correctly do it until the very end. Yeah. So, by that time, and it's like, well, I'm never going to do this ever again, so that's knowledge I don't need. But so doing that was a lot of work, but it's so amazing now. It's so cool to look at, and it's just like a little slice of perfection in my house.
Oh, really? The rest of the house?
Well, the rest of the house is great. I mean, I got a bar, too. I mean, there's some great things, but that...
You got a lot of good rooms in your house that you got to claim, I have to say.
I know, right? Yeah.
I need to talk to your negotiator because I didn't get much when I moved into my house.
Yeah, we got basically half the house. I got my steampunk bar and my recording studio, so it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, VJ, you went from like, okay, now your wife's living elsewhere, so it's like, oh, it's my house again, but then you have your daughter, so you still don't really get the final say.
Oh, yeah, you're absolutely right. And I still... Because Kathy comes up and visits, I'm like, how much can I, take? It's been 8 years. And I'm afraid that if I take down one too many things, she's going to notice because I don't know if if you run into this in life, even if somebody doesn't spend time even in a room they give you, they still think they have domain over the room that even, it's like, this is my office. Why are you telling me what to do with it? And
you haven't lived here in 5 years. What do you want from me?
Yeah, and she said that. She came up, the last time she came up, she's like, oh, wow, that's new. What happened to the thing that was there before? And I'm like, it's 8 years ago. I mean, I gave it, I just replaced it last month. I gave the damn thing 8 years. You know what? I hated it ever since it was here. I finally, I got rid of it. What do you want me to do? And so, Rev, good job is all I have to say.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Some people have been texting in their ideas for how we should be, the incentives that we would create for people to raise more money for Kicks for Kids on Friday for Kicks for Kids Day. So,
oh, yes.
In the past, we've done crazy things like giving swirlies or eating hot stuff. Somebody did say that, Danny, you should eat a Carolina Reaper for $5,000. Although
$5,000?
No, you don't have to pay the $5,000.
No, I know that.
Yeah, we have to raise $5,000.
Is that high or low, Danny, for you?
That, after last year when I did the ghost pepper, or not the ghost pepper, the ghost pepper chips with the habanero pepper in between, I did like the sandwich.
Yeah.
I realized that I needed to really step up my game. So in terms of asking price, because I think was a 500 or 1,000.
It was like $1,000.
We met it in literally
minutes.
Yeah, 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So this year, I went ahead and I did order the one chip challenge from the Pocky brand, which is Ghost. It's a Carolina Reaper and scorpion peppers.
Yeah. Whoa. And it wrecks you from what I hear for an entire day.
Right. Like, it's not going to be good. And I also ordered 3 of them. So I asked Joe if we could raise $15,000, would he do it with me?
Mm-hmm.
And he said yes.
15 grand.
15 grand.
For the both of you.
For both of us to do the one chip challenge from Pocky.
Is there one that is there a lower price where you do it by yourself? Okay,
no, that's the problem. See, the problem with that one will be we got to raise money quick first thing in the morning because the fun of that will be you guys battling throughout the show, eating the chip. But the hard part would be getting $15,000 raised before, I'm not telling you guys to lower the amount. I'm just saying that the bittersweet part would be it'll be like 9:30 and we'll raise enough money for you to do that. And then it's like, wah, 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 and we'll get to enjoy it.
We'll come up with a price. How about that? But just know that that's going to be a thing. We have the one chip challenge and we'll be ready.
Yeah, all right. Another person said you should sell a date with Vicky.
Ooh.
All right.
Really?
I mean, like Sarah was sold for a date, so why not me?
Interesting.
Okay. Right. But I mean, I feel like that's going to be a high ticket item.
But then also it has to be like, is it the one person's donation or is it like we hit $20,000 and then we give it to like caller number? Not like, how does that work?
That's a really good question.
I have no idea.
I guess a big baller is, what they usually do, they have auctions where they actually, rich people will bid on a date with a guy. I've been part of that. That's how my buddy met his wife. She was older than he was. She had money and she bid on him. He was like, I like this lifestyle. I'll be your man.
I guess if someone bids a big amount and they say for a date with Vicky and whoever bids the most, I'm not
$6,969.
There we go. I like that price. It's very nice.
I mean, that seems to be the right amount.
What if multiple people donate that much? Then I do a group
a lot
date.
Of dates.
Group date?
Well, like a bachelor style? Like they all show up at the same time?
Well, I mean, yeah.
Interesting. I don't know if that's what they want, but
probably not. But my social battery runs out quick these days.
Okay, fair. Somebody said, "Jeez, $2,000. Vicky gets to draw hair on Steve with a Sharpie."
Yes,
dude. Not for $2,000.
I have all the different colors of Sharpie, so whatever color hair you want, I can do it.
You mean like on your head?
Yeah.
I'm thinking Charlie Brown curly Qs.
Oh, that's
my problem. Would be. On a satin, no, there's not a chance. I couldn't. I have to MC some stuff that I can't be doing. Otherwise, that would be hilarious.
I could just put makeup on afterwards.
I do makeup or some sort, but like the Sharpie will not come off. That doesn't come off right away. That stays
rubbing
for a while.
alcohol, but yeah, you will get the little imprint for a few days.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, if it was on a Monday, maybe, but like on a Friday going into the weekend when I have a lot of stuff going on this upcoming weekend.
Unless somebody gives a ridiculous amount of money.
$100,000.
Oh, come on.
And half goes to me.
Yeah. Oh, well, that was not what I was thinking.
For that price, I'm drawing other stuff on your head. Not hair.
That's funny, though.
Well, that is funny.
It just
you got a swirly last time. I mean,
but see, that was he did it, and he didn't have to last all weekend.
No, I get it.
I would take a urinal swirly over a toilet. I mean, over the Sharpie on the head.
I mean, that's not a bad one.
We'll keep that one in our little bank of possibilities. Like
this is why, you know what? I'm just going to donate money.
Well, someone says BJ gets a pie to the face.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Pie BJ.
What about BJ should have to sing Dominic the Donkey for every $1,000 donated?
Ooh. Whoa.
Well, I hate that one too, but that one at least is
that was fun last
less
time.
Invasive.
But
all right, sure. All right, for every $1,000 donated, I can do that one. The pie to the face, I hate that crap.
All right, well, it's about consent and comfort.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, we're going to do stupid stuff to ourselves, but, like...
Yeah.
How about a different accent every time you have to sing Dominic the Donkey?
Wow. Danny, are you actually contributing money to this? Because you keep making it harder.
Yeah.
All right, you know what? Danny will eat a ghost pepper for 5 cents. All right, here we go. We're good.
Someone said I did that one-chip challenge. I preloaded the stomach with white rice, curled up in a fetal position for an hour. It hurt my stomach so bad.
Yes.
Oh, man, Danny. Not my boy. I mean, I don't mind if it happens to Danny, but my son?
Another person said I did the one-chip challenge. Get ready for hell. My mouth burned for hours afterwards, and I think I might have permanently scarred me.
Nice.
That's from Chris.
Oh, see, I don't know about this.
So
I'm going to say right now...
marry off Sarah.
We should marry off Sarah.
I don't know if Johnny Rubbers would like that, though.
Yeah, okay.
It's a tough one.
And we're also trying to raise money for kids.
And so it says, be careful doing the whole Sharpie ink. It might be toxic, so think about that.
See, we don't think. That's the problem. And our listeners
Convenient excuse.
Yeah, the textures
I
don't think.
totally would have done it had it not been for this texture. But
How about you don't have to do it with Sharpie? We could just draw hair on you with like washable marker.
As long as it comes off.
Yeah, well, I mean,
they have those Crayola washable markers.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that they come
Steve, are you going to trust these geniuses?
No.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
So it said for a certain amount of money, I get to hang out with Danny since he loves whales from Rucky, the Seawolves mascot.
Oh, yeah. No. Wow, a date with Danny that's sort of a platonic mandate.
And this just in, Sharpies are non-toxic, according to Sharpie.com.
Well, of course they say that because they want me to do it.
Yeah. Come on, you listen to Big Sharpie there?
So it said Rev has to shave his eyebrows.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
My eyebrows are already kind of blondish anyway.
You would do that?
It's got to be an interesting amount, man.
An interesting amount, not a lot. Just
Or how about
interesting.
we get dye and dye your eyebrows like a dark color?
Ooh.
Like maybe a Groucho Marx kind of thing.
Well, that's it. We're trying to. That's if if the listeners think that's a cool thing because we know that's what they want. They're telling us what they want for cash. So I like the idea of Rev's eyebrows being abused in some way.
I'd like dye my beard a color. Like if it was either like Santa style or like a weird color or something like that.
Well, if people will give us money for that, Rev, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
And no one is. I haven't heard the text lines go crazy for that idea. They
haven't either. So.
Yeah,
no
they
one's
really
going nuts about it just yet, but you never know.
Yet. Yep.
All right, well, we're getting the wheels are spinning.
Yeah, we are.
All right, fine. Okay.
Back to the swirlies, I guess.
Get a doctor or something. Yeah, get a doctor just in case that pepper thing that you're eating might be a problem. Have one on hand.
Yeah, bring some Pepto.
He doesn't care about you. He's worried about his son.
Steve, you went to a doctor once, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. Don't know why you're going to get a rectal exam, but you know what? Steve's good.
I was once a doctor for Halloween. I'll be fine.
Yeah, you were.
I was Dr. Booty Grabber.
Oh, that's right, Dr. BG. Yeah. Here's a question for you.
Wow.
Essentially Booty Grabber. That's my first name.
What do Ryan Castle and a horse have in common? Well, I'm going to tell you. At 9:50 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW. And now, the Ryan Castle question of the day.
What do Ryan Castle and a horse have in common?
Very popular in Enumclaw for all the wrong reasons.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Said Steve's afraid of what both are packing. Wow. Both have pooped in my yard?
Well, that's true.
That was from me. Yeah. And both have been ridden by big, sweaty cowboys.
It's gotta be a big, sweaty cowboy.
Right?
Of course, that'd be a sweaty one.
Why can't they be a properly hydrated small cowboy?
Right. Why are we all caught up in gender roles? Can't women be cow people?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a cow, people, baby. There's a man, his name is Gary from South Carolina. He stole a horse last Monday, and a witness saw him riding it and then taking it inside a house. So the witness is like, all right, that doesn't seem right. They called the cops. Deputies arrived, and they saw horse feces in the living room. That's pleasant. Wow. Deputies then went through this dude's house, and they're like, oh, look, here in the bedroom, a full-size quarter horse standing right there. Horse was fine, had a little cut in his leg, but otherwise was okay. But Jubilee was like, well, come on.
Jubilee's the name of the horse and the name of the guy.
Yeah, good question. Yeah, Gary and Jubilee will no longer be with each other as he's going to the bad place.
Yeah.
Yep. Ryan Castle, though, he's going to the good place because he's bringing you a 12-pack.
BJ and Migs play of the day.
When it comes to pregnancy stuff, I just do not even go down that route. I remember we had one of our baristas, her stomach kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I'm like, I'm positive she's pregnant. Still not saying anything. Finally, she was wearing like a tiara that said mom to be or something like that on it. And like a little, like they must have been like some kind of like fun workplace baby shower thing. And I still didn't even say anything. And she had mom to be on there. I'm like, not even going to try. Even though it's so obvious.
This is obviously a trap.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. Here's another question from a listener. If I file for bankruptcy, do I have to appear in court? That makes me nervous.
Going to court is never something that's easy to do. However, when you file bankruptcy, you usually only have to attend one hearing at the courthouse. Of course, I'll be there with you. And when you go to court, it's not before the judge. It's actually with the trustee or the trustee's attorney. One of the things that's critical in a bankruptcy is that you give your attorney and the court all of your information. You list all of your assets and all of your creditors. That's what we're trading for your discharge, is your true and honest disclosure of your assets and liabilities. And so the court hearing is just usually about a 5-minute deal where you show up and reaffirm and swear that all the information you've given the court and your attorney is correct.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
The world needed a safer trampoline. Dr. Keith Alexander, inventor of the spring-free trampoline, wanted to bring the joy of trampolining to his daughter. His wife said they were too dangerous, so he invented his own. Spring-free trampoline is the world's safest trampoline, with no springs or hard edges. Now, parents can have peace of mind that their kids are outside jumping safely. To learn more, visit springfreetrampoline.com.
New on Curiosity Stream. Are we close to building machines that are almost human? And can new technology give us superpowers? Find out on Super Sapiens. And in 1919, a British composer wrote the longest and most complex symphony in history. Conductors tried to perform it, but failed, declaring it cursed. Now a group of musicians will attempt the impossible, if they dare, on Curse of a Gothic Symphony. Watch now on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit curiositystream.com.
Make your kitchen ready for every summer gathering this Memorial Day with LG and Lowe's. Our exclusive InstaView appliance suite includes ranges with air fry, refrigerators with slow melting craft ice, and an exclusive dishwasher you can only find at Lowe's. Plus, you'll get up to 10% back via a MasterCard prepaid card when you bundle eligible LG products via rebate. Shop Memorial Day savings at Lowe's. Offer valid 3/3 through 5/18 on select LG items only. See Lowe's.com/rebates for details and timing.